Hi, welcome back to Raunchy Reality Recaps. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about Melissa and Louie and from Love After Life After Lockup. Now, again, I haven't really been getting into this, but since this season, it's just been like kind of a back and forth with Melissa and Louie, and her thinking he's not doing enough, and he's trying to, just deal with her. So, anywho, Louie just got to Melissa's city, just moved in with her like 2 days before this, and he's going to go and apply for a job at a gym because he said when he was in prison, he helped people with their workouts, made them workout plans, and people were telling her he should be a personal trainer. So that's what he wants to do. He finds enjoyment in it. So he goes to a gym, talks to the guy and everything, and it seems like it's going really well. He likes him, but as soon as Louie mentioned, as soon as the guy says, well, I'm going to have to run a background check, Louie's honest about, him being in prison and tells him. But Louie also goes on and tells him that he used to do H, and, but he's been clean and sober for 6 years now, and the guy that owns the gym, really likes him, but he also says, he can't really trust a guy that has issues like substance abuse issues because they might fall off and everything, and it's just not something he doesn't want to deal with. So unfortunately, it looks like Louie's not going to get that job. But again, I mean, it did go well until Louie wouldn't mention it, which at this point, if the guy don't care that you did armed robbery and got sent to jail for that, just be honest about that. Like, don't go into the drug issues, Louie. Like, he'll figure it out when he watches Life After Lockup. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I really think that Louie, if he's going to be doing it, yeah, he should be honest about his record because they're going to find it anyways. But if the substance abuse issues, and again, I'm trying to say this for YouTube, if the substance abuse issues weren't listed as one of your charges, then you should probably avoid telling them that because they're already going to have a preconceived notion that you might end up, relapsing. So definitely avoid that. Just say, I did some horrible stuff when I was younger, got locked up, don't mention it, because that's really where I think he lost the guy right there. As soon as he started talking about his substance abuse issue. So anyways, he ends up going back to the house, and then Melissa, he comes and tells her about it, and she's like, well, it was just a waste of time, wasn't it? And it's like, girl, do you want him to apply for jobs or not? Like, you're not going to get, like, very rarely do you get the first job you go for an interview for, okay? So chill out. He's been there 2 days. He had a job. It's not like he's been out of prison for months and months and months and he hasn't got a job. He had a job where he was living, girl. It's not like the man doesn't want to work. It's not like you got to give him time. And it's absolutely ridiculous. And then when they have people over there, this one guy who I guess was a friend of the family or whatever, he's actually on Louis' side about it. He's like, the man just got out of prison. He's transferring up here. He's been here for 2. It's going to take a minute, which... yeah, it's going to take a minute, girl. You're pushing him and everything, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And so his mom finally gets there after everybody else arrives, and she's on the guy's side as well. Like, he just got here. You got to give him time. It's not going to be easy as it is with people without a record. It's not. I mean, it's not as easy. Like, it just isn't. And what really irritates me is the fact that Melissa knew this going in. It's not like she's been with this guy and then he does some dumb stuff while they're together. And now she has to deal with that. No, you went to this guy knowing he was in prison, knowing he had a record. Like, you were all for this for your fantasy. That you wanted to live like you were in high school or something. You decided on this. So you need to be okay, and you need to give him a decent amount of leeway. Like, you don't need to be harping on him like that. You should be more understanding since you wanted this man. You wanted him. This is what it entails. This is what happens when you want a man that's been in prison. I'm sorry to tell you that, Melissa, but this is what happened. So anyways, Melissa's sister starts getting in on it. She's like, well, he should have had the job interviews already lined up. And it's like, girl, just just hush. And so she goes into a room with Louis' mom, wants to talk to him, talk about, his substance abuse issues and everything. And she was going on about how she was dating a guy and everything that was into that. And, it ended up bad. He ended up relapsing and everything. And it's like, I really feel sorry for the girl, but that doesn't mean that it's the same thing with everybody. She shouldn't really be pushing her issues on him like that. Like, they ain't the same person, sweetie. Like, I get it. Yeah, that's bad. They shouldn't have done that. But he's been sober for 6 years. You need to like give him credit where credit's due. Like, was your man sober for 6 years? Like, no. Well, I mean, he might have been, whatever. But anyways, like, it's not the same person. Yes, he's been to prison. Yes, he has substance abuse issues. And yes, he is currently unemployed, but that's due to his lady wanting him to move with her. So give him credit here. So anyways, they start talking everything, and then his mom explains like how she found out, which she didn't really know until he was having a seizure on her floor one day. And then when he got to prison, it got worse. And then one day about 6 years ago, he called her crying. He wanted her to come to visit, and then she goes and visits him. He cries the whole entire time. And after that, he got sober and everything, which is great. Really love this for this man, that he's actually able to, this could be a success story if Melissa wasn't such a biatch. Like, gosh. So yeah, anyways, so they go back out, and then Donna and Melissa's dad, Don, get into it, like, kind of from each other, talking about, don't hurt my baby. And she's like, well, you don't need to hurt my baby, and all that crap. So they end up going outside and talking everything over. And, they're just so much the same, because I guess they're both from, like, Italian families. They're both, whining and complaining, getting upset, very emotional. And so basically, she asked him to, keep an eye out on her son, since she's not going to be there and everything. And they end up hugging it out. And like, I'm sitting here thinking, Don and Donna maybe they get married. They should get married. They should, like, do they have significant others? Because if not, they should really, like, I don't know. They should live together. We should have another love story with Don and Donna. But anywho, it's funny too, because I was thinking that, because when Louis went to go sit next to Don, Melissa's dad, he said the same thing. He was like, well, we should be married in a few months, and it was just funny, because I was like, y'all would make a cute little old couple, like bickering old couple, but y'all be cute. So anyways, that's basically what happens this episode. His mom leaves, cries a little bit, and all that stuff, and Melissa's like, good riddance. So we'll see what happens. I really think they're just going to play out the issues with his mom, the issues with not him getting a job, and then Melissa's jealousy issues. I really think that's what they're going to play on this season, even though we're like halfway through, because your girl's not good at staying up to date with everything. So anyways, y'all have a great day. Like, subscribe, and share. Bye.